horse.
They're still out the back. Good luck to the merry pranksters with further. What a journey is given them. Winning the Jeffrey Free, you remember, then a trip to...
First furlong could be interesting to see who may adopt a different run style, potentially identifying might not be a great deal of pace. And we're all set for the Boodles Yorkshire Cup. Flags out and away they head. Nayyir jumped in the air slightly, and there is no great pace early. And Amiloc and Nayyir are the two, and Varian is going to try and restrain Amiloc, who's fighting him a little bit through the first furlong, and as a result he's going to let him stride on. So Amiloc it is who's allowed to move to the lead. In second place is Nayyir, racing in third is Rahiebb. Fourth place early on for Further Tarriance is the horse on the outside of Epic Poet, and at the back in the red and black colours, or red and blue colours, is Dare a Mile. So it's Amiloc out in the lead. Keep an eye on how slow Amiloc can be persuaded to go here by Varian with those sectionals in the top left, because he hasn't really settled yet. He leads by just over a length from Nayyir in second place. Rahiebb and Further, third and fourth. Tarriance and Epic Poet have just been joined at the back by Dare a Mile. So as those sectionals click off, if we can get more than 13.5 or so, then Varian's beginning to get him back. But as you can see, he just doesn't want to settle. He's racing off the running rail, and Nayyir apply a little bit of pressure and try and fire him up still further. Rahiebb is now in third place with the clear sight of his main rival, Further, Epic Poet, Dare a Mile and Tarriance as they make their way down the side. So Amiloc it is, out in the lead as they continue their progress on this long sweeping straight. Amiloc from in second place Nayyir. Racing in third is Rahiebb, and then in fourth place is Further. Fifth place belongs to Epic Poet, and then Dare a Mile, and Tarriance is last of the 7 runners who continue their progress, swinging left-handed. And now Varian has persuaded Amiloc at least to settle a little better for a couple of furlongs. Nayyir in second, Further is third, Rahiebb in the yellow jacket in fourth, Dare a Mile on the inside of Epic Poet and Tarriance. So now the bend begins in earnest. We're entering the final 3/4 of a mile of the Boodles Yorkshire Cup. Amiloc still pressed by Nayyir, Further getting a nice trail in third place the grey. Rahiebb with a white blaze in fourth, ahead of Dare a Mile, Epic Poet and Tarriance. And now they're about to straighten for home with just over half a mile to travel. So it's Amiloc who's going to lead them in. He has the advantage. Nayyir in second, Further and Rahiebb a third and fourth, as Amiloc has just asked for a bit more. Tarriance up the inside, and the pink cap tries to make some progress. So it's Amiloc who's dictated to this point. Nayyir in second place, Rahiebb trying to use that big stride, as Nayyir is the first one to apply a little bit of pressure to Amiloc, who's still held together. Further, Epic Poet beginning to make ground in the pale blue. Tarriance on the extreme right. Amiloc held together by Varian, but challengers are now emerging. Rahiebb on the outside, Epic Poet on the inner, with Tarriance and Nayyir as well. Amiloc now fades away. Rahiebb and Epic Poet are the two that go on with Nayyir, and it's Rahiebb for Dawson who strikes the front. Nayyir and Epic Poet battling on in second and third. Rahiebb is drifting left-handed under a right-hand drive, but has the lead in the Boodles Yorkshire Cup, and it's Rahiebb for Dawson, Varian, Sheikh Ahmad Al Maktoum. Nayyir possibly just second ahead of Epic Poet, Tarriance and Further. Amiloc just didn't settle well enough to get home, and Dare a Mile was last of all. Rahiebb, narrowly denied by Scandinavia in the Ledger last year, throws his hat into the staying ring. 2 lengths was the winning margin, comfortably going away, and a salute from Dawson. Big winner for him in these early stages of association with Varian at the highest level. Nayyir, Epic Poet, then Further, Tarriance and Amiloc, who just didn't drop his head despite not setting overly strong sectionals, and that would have pleased Dawson. Somebody else did the donkey work, and when the stamina came into play, he was not found wanting. On the outside, he was wound up. Eventually, you've got a really good price there at a 4-1 because of the support for Amiloc. Nayyir confirmed as second, 11-1. And it's Rahiebb in the yellow colours. Could he be bound for the Gold Cup at Ascot?
He has that entry, 4-1. What an SP that is for Varian, with his St Ledger second, Dawson doing the steering in the colours of Sheikh Ahmad Al Maktoum. He stays for sure. Jason, impressed?
Yeah, I was pretty impressed. I think that I quite like it. You know, you go through the jockey's body language, and Dawson hadn't gone up through the gears, had he? That was the key, you know. He'd basically been kidding him through in third, fourth.
Just there, Jason. Why didn't he put his stick through?
Yeah, look, it wasn't great. You'll look back on it and you'll think that I definitely should have immediately pulled it through to the left hand, and everybody was leaning that way. Thankfully, he's that far clear that he's able to get away with it, and it meant a lot to the team. Obviously, it's good to get a big win on the board.
And Unibet immediately goes 7-1 from 10-1 for the Gold Cup at Royal Ascot. It's there where he should have pulled it through just before that moment.
Oh, should have tried to straighten him up, Jason, let's be honest.
Yeah,
Can't be going over like that.
No, a long way before that, you know, just pulling it through and getting on with it. He had momentum going forward. The thing is, Ed, what he possesses is a change of gear at this level, you know, able to go and quicken his way forward. So, and he relaxed. Didn't have a great run round, did he? He was a bit wide.
He was a bit wide. He was on the outside, probably 3 off the rail. He didn't have any cover. Ultimately, it didn't really matter, did it? Because he was superior today. I think Amiloc having to cut out his running in front probably didn't help. He was maybe a bit fresh, a bit gassy. But this horse, clearly, the further they went, the better he got. And I think now, having had the time to develop into a 4-year-old, he's big and strong, and he's getting fully mature. Let's hear it from the winning jockey.
He's a massive horse physically, and he's going to be a massive horse for you, Ray. That was impressive.
Very, very impressive. Firstly, a big well done to His Highness Sheikh Ahmedou. Has supported me so much throughout my career, and just delighted that he has another top-class horse. And you know, I can't take much credit. This man here, Tony Proctor, I wouldn't want to be him every Monday morning, that's for sure. This guy can be a real handful, but he's just done such a perfect job on getting him here and making my life a bit easier.
I'll tell you what, Ray, we know he stays, but for me, I thought he looked quicker today.
Yeah, and he showed that in a piece of work a couple of weeks ago. A bit of speed we didn't think he had, but I think he's just improving. He's a bigger, stronger horse. He's learning to take racing a bit better. Yeah, I mean, we were hopeful he could win, but I didn't think I'd be getting there 3 out with a load of horsemen underneath me like I was today, so very exciting.
He'd stay the Gold Cup trip, and he's got the class as well.
He'll stay, and he's got a bit of speed when you need him, so yeah, very exciting.
I'll let you go in. I'm going to have a quick word with Tony Proctor, who rides him all the time. Ray was saying what a good job you've done with him, Tony, because he's a handful, isn't he?
He is a handful, but Roger gives me pretty much a free rein with him, so it's easy to do that when they give you that free rein.
What does he weigh, this horse?
He's 546 kilos. Is he? Yeah, which is 16 kilos heavier than he was last year when he ran in the Ledger.
He'll surely improve off the back of this.
Definitely.
Is he a Gold Cup horse?
I hope so. I think so. But he's a machine. He's a machine.
Well done to you.